So this afternoon, we'll begin with the inductions to the International Equine Veterinarian Hall of Fame. First, we'll welcome Kathy McGowan of Liverpool, England, to the Hall of Fame. Kathy McGowan's early clinical career and PhD were dominated by racehorses and exercise physiology. She became interested in endocrine disease and laminitis by taking up her first clinical academic post at the Royal Veterinary College after observing the high prevalence of crippling laminitis in the UK. It was here that she started her research into PDID, equine metabolic syndrome, and endocrinopathic laminitis, which has contributed through her various posts at the University of Queensland, Australia, and the University of Helsinki in Finland. McGowan's research has always been guided by her work as a clinician for the benefit of a horse species. She holds RCVS and European diplomas in equine internal medicine and is a professor of equine internal medicine at the University of Liverpool and currently the head of the department's equine clinical science. And we'll play a video now welcoming her to the Hall of Fame.
Professor Catherine McGowan became fascinated with laminitis on moving to the UK in 1999 from her home country of Australia. As a medicine clinician at the UK's Royal Veterinary College, she couldn't believe both how common the condition was in the UK or how crippling. Yet working as a medicine clinician, what she had learned about laminitis did not fit with the cases she was seeing. She did not see a single case of carbohydrate overload and only rarely weight-bearing laminitis or endometritis-associated laminitis. She was seeing horses with metabolic disease, which we now know as pars pituitary intermediate dysfunction and equine metabolic syndrome. Over the subsequent 20 years, Kathy systematically investigated both these conditions and the endocrinopathic laminitis that results from them. Using the knowledge she had gathered clinically, Kathy's breakthrough came in 2007 when she and colleagues Martin Sillence and Katie Asplin developed the hyperinsulinemic model of laminitis in ponies, demonstrating unequivocally the link between insulin and laminitis, followed by the RIRDC commissioned research where Melanie Delat came on board for her PhD investigating the pathogenesis of endocrinopathic laminitis. Back in the UK, Kathy teamed up with Janet Patterson-Kane and Nini Karakowski, showing the relationship between histology and hyperinsulinemia in naturally occurring cases of laminitis. The finding of the relationship between the changes of the hoof capsule and the underlying laminitic lesions confirmed the idea that hoof changes, such as divergent rings, signal a window of opportunity for prevention before crippling laminitis sets in. Kathy's novel approach to laminitis research led to a paradigm shift in our understanding of laminitis. Instead of focusing on laminitis as a clinical syndrome, we now focus on the endocrine causes, giving us powerful knowledge and tools for prevention and management of this terrible condition.
So Kathy was unable to join us today, but let's give her a round of applause. Next, W. Rich Redding of Raleigh, North Carolina. He is a clinical professor at North Carolina State University College of Veterinary Medicine. His main area of interest is lameness diagnostic imaging and orthopedic surgery in the performance horse. He was in private practice first in Lexington, Kentucky, followed by an internship at Virginia Tech, both Blacksburg and Marion DuPont campuses. He followed this with residency training in surgery that was completed at Iowa State University. He was in private surgery referral practice for 5 years in the Midwest prior to coming to North Carolina. Since then, he has continued to explore new techniques in musculoskeletal imaging with a special focus on ultrasound and MRI in the sport horse. He has presented many invited talks and published widely on lameness and imaging in the horse. And we'll play a video now welcoming him to the Hall of Fame.
Since 1995, Rich Redding and I have known each other and had lots of talk. Rich has worked with and has been revered by all of his veterinary colleagues and many clients. He had marked respect for Farriers and Farrier science. He has marked respect, for sure. In his career, besides being a good lameness clinician and surgeon, He has been an important innovator in the imaging of horses, first with ultrasound and then with MRI. He is basically as close to being Dr. Foot MRI as there is. He has published many papers and chapters, including in Equine Podiatry, edited by Dr. Andrea Floyd and myself. We would work together on many occasions. He was and is very skilled at foot surgeries, especially those that needed creativity. I'll bet not many of you have visualized the street nail debris in a navicular bursa debrided through that scope and then seen the horse recover and go back to work. Rich Redding is deserving of the American Farriers Journal Veterinary Hall of Fame, and congratulations to you, Rich, my friend.
Okay, Rich wasn't able to join us. Okay, next is Dr. Bill Baker, and Bill has joined us today. With professional interests that include equine podiatry, reproduction, and angus, Bill Baker is co-founder of the Veterinary Hospital Equine Associates in Hawkinsville, Georgia. Throughout his career, he has attended numerous reproductive and podiatry workshops and has been invited to speak at many national and international meetings. He is also on the advisory board for the Georgia Equine Rescue League Limited. Holding degrees in psychology and animal science, Baker is a graduate of Wake Forest University and the University of Georgia's College of Veterinary Medicine, where he received his DVM in 1989. With quality equine care at the front of his mind, he and Dr. Jennifer Baker founded Equine Associates on the same farm where he grew up. And now we'll play a video to welcome him to the Hall of Fame.
I have known Dr. Bill Baker for over 20 years, and it is an honor to introduce him as one of the newest members of the International Equine Veterinarians Hall of Fame. Bill received an undergraduate degree in psychology from Wake Forest University in 1981. This degree is always useful when a profession involving farriery could be in your future. He returned home to run the family farm after his dad became ill. 4 years later, his father's health had improved, and he decided to go to veterinary school to become a mixed animal practitioner. He graduated from the University of Georgia with a DVM degree in 1989. Bill then started an ambulatory practice from his mother's garage in 1990, driving an old Mazda truck and a used vet box. He bought part of his father's farm, and on that he built a small 4-stall barn as his first vet hospital in 1991, and one of his first clients was a standardbred training center in his hometown of Hawkinsville, Georgia. There he met and became good friends with the track farrier, Tim Heminger, who taught Bill the principles of farriery and started him on his journey to equine podiatry. Although he doesn't do much farriery anymore due to physical issues, he still readily works with many veterinarians and farriers eager to pass on what he has learned over 30 years. His advice is always to live your passion. In conclusion, I feel it is a privilege to call Dr. Bill Baker my friend, and I can't think of a more deserving, dedicated veterinarian to enter the Hall of Fame. Well done, Bill.
I want to thank everybody for this, especially Frank and staff that do this every year. It is probably one of the best veterinarian and farrier meetings that I've ever gone to, and it allows me to get a chance to know more farriers. And I think in my lifetime anyway, what I have grown to know and see is the appreciation of the horse from both sides of the fence. I do thank you for this, and just remember, stay with your passion, and podiatry is my passion.